Happy New Year, 2021. We made it.
We made it. This is
Thank the Lord.
amazing. Honestly, though, I know everyone's been like waiting for 2021, but we both have been saying like, everybody chill out. Like, it's fine. You can just have a good day any day. It's okay. Like, because we don't want to have too high of expectations for 2021.
Yeah, I mean, we had huge expectations for 2020, and we see how that turned out. And honestly,
Uh-huh.
2021 definitely could be worse. So,
It could be, and the other thing too is, I mean, we're not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but what I was gonna say is I saw all these hilarious memes and reels of people like being like, I'm just gonna go into 2021 and mind my business. Like, you don't look at me, I won't look at you. Everybody like, or it was like, don't everybody come into 2021 starting screaming and yelling, saying it's gonna be your best year. Just come in, sit down, be quiet.
yeah, be humble. A lot of people got humbled this year, and I mean, hey, I think it was needed. We got kind of got like a reset.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like we got a reset. I also, since our astrology episode, have been following all this astrology content on Instagram, and there was that uh planet thing happening. Planet thing on December 21st, two planets were doing a
Oh yeah, yeah.
close thing.
For like the first time ever, they were in the same. I don't know.
And it
They were
yeah.
close. They were like close. They were like too close for the first time ever. I don't know,
No,
but
they were like crossing paths for the first time in 400 years, I think, and it was like entering a new sign or something. So that was like the really rare part. Whatever. Clearly, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But the point of that time period was to like set your intentions and like check your energy and blah, 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 blah. So I try to do that before the actual new year. I try to use that as sort of like my new year initiation to just like be in line with the planets.
yeah. I mean, before 2020, I just look back and I'm thinking of like all the things we've done as a society that now we're looking at differently, and just how disgusting it was or is. Like the subway systems and them not cleaning the trains as frequently as they should. Same with planes. Like even every time I go to the gas station now, I put a glove on. And just thinking that before, I would never have a glove on and touch the gas pump that thousands of other people have touched, and then just get in my car and keep going. Like,
Get in your car. How about when people like when you get in your car, stop at a drive-through and then eat French fries? Like it's
yeah,
honestly
straight from there.
disgusting to think
Yeah.
about.
And I saw somebody else say, like, they used to go bowling all the time. They would just put their fingers in a bowling ball that probably thousands of other people have put their fingers in. And then if you're sharing a lane, sometimes you just grab a different ball and not even the ball that you had. So somebody literally could have had that ball literally a turn before you. And it's just like
Oh my god.
all these small things that it was just like, wow. And honestly, I went a step further and I was literally thinking about this and I'm like, maybe I'm going crazy. But even having people at restaurants cook your food without a mask on, and then probably just talking, singing, it out, having a good time over your food, and just sprinkling whatever's coming out of their mouth all over it, and then it gets to you at your table, and you're like, "Wow, that was really good." Like, come on. We
Are
were
you kidding?
all these things went through my head recently, and I'm like, "Wow, 2020 definitely showed us."
Are you kidding?
I'm dead serious.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
I can go deeper too, but
No,
maybe
please.
we'll say we'll say that for another episode.
Oh my god.
But we are nasty.
Yo, that was crazy.
None of that has ever crossed your mind since since COVID.
I mean, like a little bit, but not that specific. Like you're talking about the conversations people are having in the fucking kitchen. Yo, that was hysterical. Honestly, I think about the fact that people were like, we used to like stand in lines, like breathing down each other's neck, like
People on top
that
of you, yeah, like
yeah,
get back
that
up.
that disgusts me, and I like the social distance lines. I think
I
that should
love it.
always be
I
a thing.
love it.
Uh,
Like we used to cram, like people used to be jam packed, like sardines in like on subways and trains. Like, come on, bro. Like just thinking. And
yeah,
even when COVID's gone, I'm like, I think I might still rock a mask. I don't
yeah.
know.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know. It's
I
a
will
whole
say
different.
that The mask has come in handy in the winter to keep my nose warm.
Yeah, especially freezing, like and it's snowing and it's freezing up here.
Yeah, I
It's
kind of like the mask when I have to go out to the store. I'll be
an
like,
extra layer of warmth.
yeah, it's fine. Anyways, wow.
Yeah,
Um,
went on a kind of a rant
we went
there.
on a break. Honestly, like full disclosure, this is the first time we've talked over not text since when I met you to get the coquito, which was before Christmas. So
We had to
we
take
had
a
a lot to
little,
catch up on.
yeah, had to take a little breather. You know what I mean? It's the holiday season. But how was your Christmas, your New Year's Eve?
It was all very low key and amazing.
Yeah, I actually kind of liked it. Like, didn't have to go to people's houses, didn't have to go to the family's house. Was able just to sit on the couch, drink, chill, watch movies.
I've been drinking way too much and I have not been sleeping. Like, I took a whole week off from work in between Christmas and New Year's, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking sleep, I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna fucking journal. Like, I had all these things. I was like, I'm gonna do the website, I'm gonna sling shampoo. I was like, I had all these plans, and then all I did was drink, stay up till 1 in the morning and or 2 in the morning or whatever for no reason, and then sleep until 10 a.m. or get no sleep because the dog wakes me up, and then just operate like this. Like, I'm on day 5 of this and I really need
You don't even
to.
know what day it is.
Well, now I know what day it is. It's going to be Monday in 2 fucking days. So I need to pull it together quickly and swiftly. This is it. I'm cut off. I need a detox.
Yeah, I'm doing a sober January, but I was like, I'm gonna do it starting Sunday or Monday because the first was a Friday. Today is Saturday, the second. I'm like, I'm not gonna be sober for the weekend, the first weekend of the year. So
Imagine if we
I'll
did
do
a
a sober
sober
January.
year.
Yeah, I mean it could be done. You want to try one?
Should we do that? What would be
F
the
no.
purpose?
Yeah, exactly. What would be the
What would be the
purpose?
purpose? I'd have to have strong intentions about like the reason or my
I was about,
relationship with alcohol or something.
I was about to say, are you trying to share some news with us or something?
No, I just no.
You're
Jared,
gonna get a 9 month break.
please stop. Do not put that in my atmosphere right now. It's just not where I am. No.
I sage it away.
No, I just feel like I've been just drinking wine every day for the past 360 days. So I
Yeah,
need
I
to
mean
like.
a month break is fine. Just go until
All
like
right, all right.
January,
I'll start with
February.
a month and then see how I feel. You
Yeah,
know what I usually actually do? I usually do sober in the beginning of the year until my birthday, which is February 18th. So that gives me a good like 50 days
yeah,
head start.
and then you just get hammered on your birthday.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually exactly. Or at the podcast party, which was last
Damn,
year.
damn.
Which reminds me, we have to basically review, not review, but I want to talk about like our favorite episodes from 2020. I feel like we never gave it a good goodbye yet because we had our guest marathon. So I wanted to just give us a minute to reflect and talk about that.
Yeah, I think 2020 was a great year for the pod. Um, as a lot of you know, we joined a little accelerator program with Almost 30, which is a top 50 podcast based out of California. And we just made a lot of great connections and we learned a lot from that program. So we're definitely looking to bring that to the pod in 2021 and see where we can go from here. But I think it was a great year for the pod, a lot of growth, a lot of learning, and a lot of great connections made.
When we were talking about our favorite episodes to pick for today, we both of us mostly picked episodes that we did either during or after the accelerator course, and we were just like, wow, I guess our content actually got better.
Oh, no, it definitely did.
It definitely did. So yeah, I think I thought we had a great 2020 as well, which has me really ramped up for 2021 because I just feel like we have some good things in the works. But well, we'll share each. Let's share our own favorite episodes from last year, and then the one that we both agree was like the best of them all.
You go.
No, you go.
So my favorite for 2020 was the astrology episode that we did. when you first brought that topic, I was like, why did she want to talk about astrology and zodiac signs and things like that? And I had no idea of what was happening in astrology. And I always heard people talk about zodiac signs and things like that. I just never was interested in it. But that was a great episode. We had a great guest. She dropped a lot of knowledge for us. And then I actually downloaded an app to start tracking all of the phases and the moons and the risings. And it's actually pretty dope. So
And the moons and the risings.
whatever it is. But yeah.
So Jared joined the CoStar app, basically, is what he was saying. And so obviously we're friends on CoStar, which I love because I can literally see maybe how he's feeling or like learn things about him that he would never actually say to me. So they have like on the friend section of CoStar your compatibility thing. And I thought ours was kind of funny.
Yeah, I feel like you check that every day. I haven't checked it in a while. I know I just said that I downloaded it and I look at it, but I haven't actually checked it in a minute. What's it saying for today?
So like, for example, they have the compatibility for like me and Jared's sun, me and Jared's moon, Mercury, blah, 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 all the like fucking planets. And so the Mercury planet, basically Mercury determines how you communicate and talk and think and process information. And what it says about our compatibility on this one, which my sun is in Pisces, his is in Gemini, which remind me to go back to the Pisces thing. But it says it's challenging to understand how each other thinks and you frequently argue.
That's facts.
I never can understand your thought process. Or not never, but like a lot of the times I'm left wondering how did he just process that?
All you gotta do is ask. I'll let you know.
And so like for the moon sign, which is emotions, it says you have to work hard to understand each other's moods and emotions.
I have to try hard.
We both have to try hard to understand each other's moods and emotions.
Oh yeah. I feel like you be having some mood swings.
Are you kidding me right now? Okay, this is the most interesting one though, and then I will stop boring everybody with our compatibility. But it says in the in the sun, which is like the ego and identity one, this is what it says about our compatibility. It's talking about it from my perspective, basically. So it says this is a difficult match. Which I disagree, but let me go on. This is a difficult match. You are deeply connected to your emotions, but you can have difficulty expressing them. This could annoy them, talking about you, who is excellent at communicating, but a bit out of touch with their emotions. You crave intense connections while they tend to shy away from emotional depth. Like, what? This is crazy. If you are able to reconcile your fundamental differences, they could encourage your rational side and you could help them reach a personal depth that they tend to avoid, which I feel like we do on this podcast. Hold on. Last sentence says, this combined force of intellect and intuition could be powerful.
I mean, sky's the limit.
Isn't that crazy? We're compatible, Jared, as podcast hosts, but probably as nothing else outside of that.
As friends, what do you mean?
As best friends. You're right.
So what was your favorite one?
My favorite was, oh my gosh, I don't know. I had so many favorites. I love the astrology one, but I really think my favorite one, only because I went back and listened to it recently to like remind myself, was the one I did about my Corona wedding.
Oh yeah, in West Virginia.
Yes, it was in a couple different states, but
yeah, that was a crazy roller coaster.
Yeah, I think it was called like Hot Mess Express, and it was literally the most wildest time of my life. And I think it was my favorite because it was so therapeutic for me to talk about that on this platform. And it was also like so many people who were going through like the wedding stuff at the time reached out and was like, same sis. And I was like, wow, this really makes me feel better. So I think that was my favorite one.
Yeah, because I feel like we still thought that there would be a chance that COVID would be gone around that
Oh
time.
yeah. Oh yeah. You should
Yeah,
listen to
so
our March episode when COVID first came out. It's
they were like,
ridiculous.
"Oh, we get 2 weeks off of work, not off
Yeah.
work, but 2 weeks at
Yeah,
home."
no, we were like, oh, this is gonna blow over. I heard we were saying all these false information. I heard this, I heard that. Like it's hilarious.
A whole year later.
It's really funny. You should go back and listen to that if you haven't because it is comical.
Yeah, but in your wedding, we were like, "Oh, I think you're still gonna have it." I know you when you canceled your bachelorette party,
I
you were
was
like
pissed.
super down
I
and
was
about it.
pissed.
And then once the whole wedding thing came about, it was even like worse in how you were feeling. But I mean,
I
you look
look,
back at it now. How do you feel
I
about
feel like I don't care at all. Like I'm just happy to be living, alive, thriving, and I
married?
and married. And but like I do get a little bit salty when someone like when I was on the vineyard in October and we rode by the venue, I literally got salty for a second. But for the most part, I just feel like I did a lot of other great, without the wedding, 2020 was great for me. So it's obviously fine. And I encourage everybody to elope and not spend $50,000 on a wedding because it's obviously not necessary, which is what Miss Corona has taught us.
Yeah. And I mean,
unless
there's
you
people.
want to, unless you want to.
Yeah, and there's people who are still even pushing their weddings that are scheduled for the summer of 2021. So yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. And like I said, Corona, COVID definitely humbled a lot of us.
Yeah.
It definitely showed us that, hey, you need to change the way we're living. You can change the way you're living, and things that we thought were necessities aren't. And
Aren't.
50% of the population probably can do their job from home and aren't shouldn't be mandated to be in an office. And the other 50% who are mandated to be there should get a raise.
Yeah.
But hey, this is my TED talk.
Honestly, though, I don't even the reason why I'm not oh my gosh, it's 2021. Like the fact that we are alive in 2021 is a big deal. I was thinking about this the other day and I was just like, bruh, so many people died in 2020. Like so many fucking people died.
Not even from COVID.
Exactly, from being murdered and other things. So basically my point is I was just happy to be alive in 2021, but it's not like this big awakening for me or like new thing because we're still dealing with COVID. Like it's not over and who knows when it's going to be over because
it doesn't look like it's
this vaccine is.
I mean, new strains popping out.
Exactly. So I'm just like, everyone needs to just keep their head down, focus on your day to day, be the best you can be. Contribute
Keep
to
it
society,
moving.
wear a fucking mask, and live your best life.
But to your point, so I always looked at birthdays as like a huge thing because you've made it another year, you've gained another year of life, and I really never looked at New Year's Eve in the same light. But after the year that we just had, 2020, with so much loss, I'm going to start looking at birthdays and New Year's Eve, and you make them to the new year the same way. Like you should just celebrate those days, enjoy them, look back at the year and just be blessed that you actually made it another year of life or you made it to the next year because a lot of people didn't. And
a lot of
people who we thought would be here forever might even outlive us. They were gone in 2020. So
crazy.
Yeah, just gotta look back at it and just be blessed that you've made it another year for either your birthday or even to the next calendar year. So
crazy.
So what about this vaccine? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about what 2020 will be like?
You mean 2021?
Yeah, 2021. Oh my God.
Okay, so I think the vaccine is obviously necessary for us to move on from this pandemic. I believe in science and medicine. I am nervous about getting the vaccine. I'll probably delay it as long as I possibly can just to deal with some own internal fears. But for the most part, like it seems like it's going well. So only other thing is for my job, actually I don't know this yet, so I probably shouldn't say this. So I'll just cut it out. But for my job, we might have to get them. Like we might be on the early list as like service providers. So I'm just like, I don't know. I think So I think that the vaccine, just like everything else in this country, has become a political thing,
It's always political.
and it's just stupid. Like it's just like, bruh, I get it. Like obviously there are risks, and like I don't think that people who, if you don't feel comfortable, I just think to each its own. I don't know. I don't know how to say that without being like,
Nah, to each his own. That's the perfect way. If you
because some
want to take
people
it,
some people don't like, there is like some lack of research in some areas, like kids and people with allergies or certain conditions or pregnancies. So it's like obviously if you're those people, maybe it's not the best choice for you, but then you're going to have to do more of the stuff we're doing for longer in terms of like mask wearing and
yeah,
that
and
type
that
of thing.
a lot of people have been complaining about this whole time.
Yeah, so it's like pick your poison, honestly. You either get the vaccine or you wear a mask for until 2022, and it's like,
And I just don't understand the people who are like the anti-maskers and they're also the anti-vaccine people. It's like,
yeah, it's like you
well, do you
don't
want to function in
understand.
this year? Or are you just going to stay home and just keep complaining like you've been doing all 2020?
Honestly, it's too much. So it's just like pick your poison. If I want to wait a little longer, then I'm going to wear my mask a little longer. I'm fine with that. I'm fine
Yeah.
with that sentence. It's the people who don't want to get it, like you said, and don't want to wear a mask. It's like figure it out.
Yeah, I guess when it's my turn to get it, I feel like the year's going to be more than halfway over already. And we're already going to see what the side effects are or how other people handle it. And I think by that time we'll be fine. So I definitely will be for getting it. But just with this whole rollout, so I know right now we're in the process of the first wave of people getting it, but you have to get the 2 doses. And I think it's like a month. You have to wait a month before you get the second dose. So the normal people aren't going to get this until towards the end of 2021. So my question is, are we even going to have a summer 2021?
I remember summer 2020 was also a really big concern for you. You love summer.
I had so many trips planned. I had a lot of weddings in 2020, and all of those got canceled.
Yeah,
And
I'm fully aware of that. Um,
summer's my favorite part of the year. So
I
it's
mean,
my
yeah,
favorite season.
understandably. Here's the thing for me. The only thing, major two things why I'm like hesitant is number one, there's no like, there's no long-term research on effects. So it's like, it's
Of COVID itself or the vaccine?
both. And so it's like, you know, nothing we can do can change that until like time is the only thing that's going to help with that. But like, that's just a scary thought to me. Not that it's like going to be this big chance that like is, it's probably a small, like I said, I trust medicine and science. It's probably not a huge risk in that, I would hope. But the production was pretty fast, and I just feel like I hope everybody crossed the T's and dotted the I's, because if there's 5-year effects when we're all like getting COVID again, but worse because we all got the vaccine, like I
And
don't
we're
know.
5 years older.
Yeah, like I don't know. So I worry about that, which I feel like I don't know if that's reasonable or not, but it's something I think about. And then I also worry about the government using the private sector to basically make people have their like vaccine cards or like take the vaccine to like do things that
Oh
require
yeah.
like groups of people.
So I saw an article that said I guess traveling you might have to have like a vaccine card.
Right.
So you won't be able to travel unless you actually can prove that you had the vaccine.
Or like a doctor's note, or like, if you didn't get the vaccine because whatever your doctor said you couldn't get it, you probably have to show proof of that, which like in my head, because social worker life, I'm thinking of like all the barriers for like some people to like get that information. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like some
Yeah.
people, whatever, they don't even have doctors, they don't have health insurance. So like whatever, I feel like that's, if it turns out to be like that, and to like do other things like go to events or whatever, like that is something I definitely would not agree with. And like I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But those are my actual biggest two concerns about it. Other than that, like I said, I think it's a personal choice, but you have to understand that if you're not going to get it, you have to like
Yeah,
be
you're gonna have to do.
doing what you're doing longer.
Yeah. But then again, you have the other side, or you have the folks out there who aren't going to do the vaccine and don't want to wear a mask or wash their hands,
Right.
things like that. Yo, it's crazy. Me just saying that right now. I've been in the bathroom with people, in 2020 in the middle of a pandemic who still do not wash their hands. And that's just absolutely disgusting to me. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. But they will legit go to the bathroom and just walk out the bathroom without washing their hands. And I always looked at them weird before 2020. But dog, we're in a pandemic. Why are you not washing your hands?
Oh my God. Well, anyways, that was a lot. That was a long side. Are you gonna get the vaccine? I guess you didn't say your part.
I did say I was going to get it.
Okay.
You missed that.
Yeah, because you're trying to get a summer 2021. I keep
Yes.
fucking that up. I
I'm
keep
trying,
saying
I'm trying to
2020.
travel. I'm trying to go places. So if a vaccine is causing me, or if not having a vaccine is causing me not to do that, then I'm gonna get the vaccine.
Okay, so I feel like we came to the agreement that our top favorite for the both of us episode was also our most listened to episode, which was the Black Lives Matter one. That was definitely probably like the first moment of vulnerability, real vulnerability that we displayed, I feel like.
But I don't think so because I think we were just saying our everyday life, and I don't even think that's us being really vulnerable.
I agree with you because I agree it's our everyday life, but I don't know. I think it just helped a lot of people understand like what Black people might go through.
No, it definitely did. But I don't think that we shared anything that was like a deep secret. You get what I'm saying?
To
Like,
white people,
which is what we were so confused about and what we actually talked about. Like, was
yeah.
everybody living under a rock? But yeah, I
It
don't
was a
really
good.
think.
It was a overall good episode, but
Yeah, like I guess
obviously,
once I listened back to it and then saw the response that we got because the response was wild. I'm still kind of shocked by the response that we got from that episode, but
yeah, that
I
one
mean it
by
was
the way
good.
was called "Racist First Everybody." 6/1, June 1st, 2020. Racist First
Yeah,
Everybody.
it opened the eyes to some individuals who I guess their eyes weren't open, but
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
I said, to me it was just us telling like our everyday life and just our thoughts of how we feel when we're going out. Like
yeah,
nothing's really changed from then. I still feel the same way every time if I want to go for a ride or if I want to go for a run or if I'm wearing a mask in a certain type of area.
yeah.
But yeah, the response was crazy. And I just appreciate everybody who listened and actually reached out because I think it takes a lot of those individuals too, just to know that they were so maybe naive or ignorant to the fact that people were actually living like this or living not in fear, but just
So
cautious.
differently, people live
Yeah.
so
So yeah,
differently. Honestly, I hope those same people are still on their little anti-racism journey. And we will be providing more resources because obviously it's a topic that we care about, and you guys obviously responded well to it. So we're going to provide more of that in 2021.
yeah. And the movement just needs to get stronger for
Mhm.
people who are against racism and who want who want better for all individuals in this country and life. So
Yeah.
the movement's just getting stronger, and we appreciate if you weren't part of the movement before and you were after you listened to us, that's dope, and we appreciate you. But just keep fighting along, keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah. Facts. Definitely, if there's old episodes in 2020 you haven't listened to, go check them out and let us know which ones you guys like the best from last year. One thing I will say though is that we at the first episode of 2020 was our resolutions episode.
Hmm.
So I was like, we should continue the tradition, even though I don't really like the words resolutions because I'm just like not trying to, you know, put pressure on myself to do things. I have definitely goals that I want to reach, but like that are going to require me to change some things about my life and myself. But I wouldn't want to call it a resolution.
Yes, I know in 2020 you said stop snoozing. And I forgot the other ones you did, but I'm
Okay,
definitely remember stop snoozing.
I said stop snoozing. That did not happen. I said,
I think for a month or so it did.
yeah, maybe probably max a month. I said stop. Oh no, I thought I said like 15 books or something.
Oh yeah,
I
you definitely said something about books.
I only did 11, but I'm pretty proud of that because in the year before I literally read like 2 books. So I'm gonna go for more this year. I just got a little distracted with some stuff and podcast stuff with like the class and stuff. So and then I said get a skincare routine. Hilarious. Got one, sold it to others. Um and there were some other stuff, stupid things I said. That's what I'm saying. Those are stupid to me. It was probably like working out, the same things I say all the time.
So what are you going to do for what are you thinking for 2021?
Well, I just like I said, I have goals that I'm trying to reach in different categories, buckets, like financial, personal, businesses, blah blah blah, podcast. So I have a bunch of those, and then that reaching those is definitely going to require me to change some of my habits, such as waking up earlier.
So I know we definitely said this in a past episode, but I feel like a lot of people made vision boards going into 2020, and I feel like those vision boards were probably just totally trashed or thrown out at a certain point in 2020 because everything going on.
I don't know. I think some people probably still completed their vision board.
Well,
Maybe.
actually, I mean, 2020 really wasn't that bad of a year for a good amount of people,
That's what I'm saying.
other than just obviously COVID and you being in the house. A lot of people did a lot of good things in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the year was bad for a good amount of people, that still should be celebrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So I don't know. I think for 2021, what I really just want to do is like get really serious about these goals and just get better every day to reach them. There's like a lot, so I can't go through the list. But what is your little resolutions?
So I know in 20 or going into 2020, I think on that episode, I definitely said to lower my sugar intake,
Yeah, you
but
said that.
that definitely did not happen in 2020.
Well, quarantine, so
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be the same in 2021. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that. Um, and then just growing the pod and monetizing off of it. I think that was the goal for us. And I mean, we did that kind of off of the merch, but
yeah, no, I think mostly we've just uh it's been an income stream, but not like consistently. So I think the goal would be consistent. But yeah, I'm down for that. I think honestly it's 2021, so if this feels like a fresh slate for you, then definitely make it a fresh slate. Be really intentional, practice gratitude, all that good stuff.
yeah, 2020 should have taught you a lot. I feel like it definitely taught me a lot. So
Yeah,
hopefully we could take from that and build on it.
almost 30 made a post that I really liked that said 2020 colon taught us, and then it was like 2021 apply. So like apply what you learned.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's a good way to
Yeah,
describe like going into the year.
those are facts, though. Like I
Yeah.
said, we've definitely learned a lot. We've been through a lot this year. So take that, build on it, and use that to propel you to better success in 2021.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not gonna hold you. We just wanted to wish everybody a happy new year. One very cool thing that we want to tell you guys about, the first little news of 2021 is our newsletter, which we're very, very lit about. Thank you to everybody who's already on it. Shout out to you.
Yeah, we have a good amount, and I was actually surprised to see that number at first.
So basically, we wanted to just put a newsletter together. We're not going to spam your inboxes. It's going to be like twice a month. We're just going to send you basically a recap of like what episodes we did, along with any resources that we want to start providing you all to like help with your adulting journey. So that's really exciting. And then we'll also, anybody on the newsletter list will also get like uh news about merch and like discount codes and stuff before the Instagrams. So
It's definitely the list to be on.
it's the list
So
to be on. It's
if you
the
if you
list
rock
to
with
be
us, if you rock with us,
on.
make sure you're on that list. If you're not already, just reach out to us and we'll get you on.
Well,
And
you can actually go on our website and subscribe to the list, donewithadulting.com, www.donewithadulting.com. you can subscribe right there. There's like a tab that says connect with us, I think, or something like that. I should probably know what that says.
So make sure you go there and you get on the list.
You go in there and you get on the list so you can know about what all the things we have going on. It says subscribe. It says the tab says subscribe. Ooh. Okay.
And no spam emails, so don't worry about your inbox getting blown up.
Yeah, I said that.
Like she said.
Anyways, Jared, when will I see you in the flesh again? We should probably do a little mini quarantine, like give it a good week or so or something like that.
Yeah, I'm down. Let me know.
I mean,
we'll get together.
Make some reels. Appreciate the love on the reels as well. Anyways, okay. We're holding you. I said I wasn't gonna hold you, and here we are. If you like this episode and this podcast, give us a subscribe, a rating, and review. Tell a friend in 2021 what podcast you're listening to, and obviously mention Done with Adulting.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody who's been rocking with us throughout 2020, and we hope you do the same in 2021, but even on a bigger scale. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, Done with Adulting Pod, also on Twitter, Done WTH Adulting. Share a post, share a story, put us on your story. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Keep rocking with us. We appreciate you all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed.
Blessings.
Yeah.
Blessings.
2021 will be great for us all.